confused about the context in which we can apply this truth about illusions that you mentioned. For example, are all physical health problems an illusion of the mind? If I wake up with the neck pain, sprain, is the pain illusion? Who put the question? You are waking up from the bed is illusion. See, you waking up with the neck pain and sprain, that is illusion second. You are waking up from the bed itself is illusion. In the sleep itself there is a level. If it's a 10 frequency sleep, you call it as a deep sleep. If it's a 15 frequency, you call it as a dream. If it's a 20, you call it as a waking state. One more thing. If it's a 70, only then you call it as a awakened state or something like that. One important thing. Even in this waking state, between 20 and 70, you are all in different frequency. Understand? You are all in different frequency. Don't think all of you are here waking state or same waking state. No. Some are in the waking state of 20, marginal waking state. Any moment you will slip into dream. 10 frequency. 20. 5. This is what you call it's a deep sleep. Dream. This is a below deep sleep, this is a dream, this is a waking state. And the 70 is awakened. Maybe. One more thing to be very clear, just for understanding I am creating. This doesn't have any meter. Some fool I don't is having a meter to measure the enlightenment. I don't think it's possible. Just to make you understand, I am creating this cosmos. In the waking state itself, it is not that all are in the same 20. Some may be in 50, some may be in 60, some may be in 40, some may be in 30. Some may be between the 19 and half or left 10 and half. Any moment they will fall into the dream. Now so many are there in that state. Any moment you will fall, slip into it. So be very clear. Even you are waking. And one more thing. Every day you don't wake up in the same frequency. Whenever you wake up and have the body pain, the frequency is very low. When you wake up and the whole body is just fresh and alive, the frequency is high. So do not connect yesterday's waking up and day before yesterday's waking up and 10 days before waking up and create a shaft about your waking up. Again is one more illusion. It's one more illusion. Your pain is an illusion. First thing, whenever you have some pain, you will be connecting that pain with the earlier experience. 10 years ago, you would have had the same feeling in that spot. 11 years ago, you would have had the same feeling in that spot. 9 years ago, you would have had the same feeling in that spot. Now, you are having the same feeling, but each feeling is an independent. When you create the idea, it is same feeling, you name that as pain. And then you start thinking, I have pain now here. Whatever happens inside body, just look into it as it is. Do not name that as pain. See, it's unconnected, some things are going on, let me see what is going on. Simply you will see, the pain will not be there. Don't come and tell me, pain disappears, Swamiji, you gave this meditation technique, pain got healed. It is not technique to heal the pain, I am telling the truth. Don't use this as a technique. Then again you create one more illusion, this technique heals the pain. Cut the very root of the pain. Where you experience the painless being. Don't use this as a technique for pain. That's what we give pain to this technique. Don't use this as a technique. Understand, the moment you penetrate one pain with the clarity of unconnected with the clarity of your thoughtless or unconnected being, you will never have any pains anymore. Because you know, you are just unconscious being. There is nothing to connect and see. Naturally, you will really wake up. Yesterday you were waking up and day before yesterday you were waking up, but today you are waking up is not same. It is not same. But you connect and see it is same. Then create trouble. Create an idea. In the case of young children with genetic disorders, how is the illusion of disorder created? From the birth, they bring the karmas. They create that idea and bring it. They express it through their body. One more thing. If you strongly understand this moment and break it, your body will become new body. But till you understand completely that you are unclutched, the same shaft will be, it's like if you switch off the fan, 2-3 minutes it will be taking to stop that process. So, the kids, they bring the karma, even if they realize it takes few days to transform. Is Kundalini raising a symptom of dropping beyond mind or a symptom of connected thoughts, fantasy and maya? As long as you are experiencing something away from you, it is a fantasy and maya. If it is above if it is above the experience, it is not fantasy and maya. It is pure. You should not have three things: experiencer, experience, and experience. If the three things are there, it is fantasy and maya. Be very clear. If there is no experience, experiencer, and experience, then what is going on is a Kundalini rising, enlightenment. If there is an experiencer, experience and experience, it's illusion and fantasy, maya. That is why I never give importance to the experiences. When you said it is not you who heal, that is an illusion, because the thoughts create illusion. I understand that it is truth for human beings. But what happened for the animals on the planet? Plants, animal or the plants, when you heal them, they have no the same system of thoughts that as Ananda Parama. Never think you are more intelligent than animals and plants. They also have the same setup which you are having. They do collect information from other plants, connect and see. They do spread news. They do spread and receive information. They do have newspapers. They may not kill human beings and make newspapers out of our skin. Just like we do. We kill them trees and make newspapers out of their skin. They may not kill human beings and make our skin as newspaper. But they do have newspaper. They do have relay system. They do have satellite. They do spread information among themselves in their language. If everything is illusion, then what is life? What you don't know, what is beyond illusion is life. Understand everything is illusion, you will realize what is life. Pain and bliss are one. If we do not connect, they are not even one, because the idea of one, you will create one more connection. They are neither two nor one, non-dualistic. They are not monistic. The word monistic means one. Even the idea of one can exist as long as there is two. When there is no two, how can you even call it as one? See, that's a big river. One stick is floating. As long as the stick is there, you can say two rivers, two sides of the rivers. When the stick is lifted, can you say one side of the river? No. You can't even say one side. There is no side. There is no side. Astrology, fate, miracle, all are then not true. Is it only concepts? Your very life is a concept. What are you talking about astrology? What is there in astrology? They say when will you get married? Your very marriage is foolishness. People come and ask me, Swamiji, bless me to get married. I tell them, fellow, if I bless now, it will be constantly running my blessing for next problems. At least if I don't bless you now, you will have less problem, you will come to you for blessings. Now with this one blessing, I will create a big potential customer for me who will be constantly behind me for blessings. What to do? Any of these fellows don't understand. I tell them whatever God wants, let him do. I never bless for marriage because it's a curse. I can't trust people. After all, I am an enlightened person. I can't curse. I never bless people for marriage. Whenever they come, inside mind I take alright, whatever put, let it happen. If you are accustomed to connect the thoughts, then at least from this moment onwards, how to practice not to connect thoughts? Idiot. Who is the questioner? Oh God. Why should you practice? You are already not connecting. Only connecting you are practicing. Just draw and understand. I will not connect over. If it mind again connects, don't even bother that you are connecting and seeing. Even your idea, I am connecting and seeing is because you connected and seeing. That's one more connecting and seeing. Don't do that. 10 times you connected and saw, now you are 11th time connecting and seeing. That's why you are saying, I am connecting and seeing. Don't even bother, you are connecting and seeing. If the connection happens, let it happen. Do not bother about connecting and seeing. If nothing is in control, then why are we struggling, fighting in our life? Because you think still things are in control. You can change it. Because you think you can change it, you struggle and suffer, fight. Try to convince one single idea to your wife, then you will understand. If you are intelligent, you will be from the beginning, you know that you can't convince and drop and relax. And if you are a fool, you will struggle, suffer, finally at the end of the day you will understand. That's all. If nothing is in our hand, what is the purpose of born and living in this world? There is no purpose. The whole thing is just happen. Understand nothing is in our hand. Then you will understand suddenly the real book. See, there is no purpose in the life, but there is a meaning for this life. You will understand the meaning when you understand there is no purpose. Purpose is goal, meaning is path. Purpose is future, meaning is present. When you understand there is no purpose, you understand the meaning. Whether thoughts can be stopped and start or permanently stops. It can neither be stopped nor be started or permanently stopping or permanently running. Nothing can be done by you. Nothing can be done by you. You can do only one thing. You can understand you are not thinking. Thinking is just pure connection. By your very nature, you are announcing and liberate yourself or continue to suffer. I am waiting for thoughts to act, how to overcome it. When I force and stop the thoughts, I am going blind. I can't be able to act. Why? Neither force and stop, nor wait for thoughts to become act. Both are, see, if it is a painful thoughts, you try to stop. If it is blissful thought, you wanted that to become act. Both are just connecting and seeing. Relax from both. In what way thoughts are useful to us? No way it is useful to you. And your idea of use and useful is just one more thought. Who is the questioner? Yes. A once only experience. Maintaining this requires constant renouncing and staying in the now. What was involved during the following 9 months after enlightenment? Be very clear. As long as you understand you have to maintain the bliss, you can never be enlightened. The moment you drop you are not even bothered about maintaining the bliss maintains you. As long as you wanted to maintain the bliss, you begin suffering. Choiceless, something bliss happens to you. If you choose the bliss, again you choose only suffering. All choice is suffering. When you don't even bother about bliss, it just happens to you. What happened in 9 months? 9 months, nothing happened. I was just there without bothering about the bliss. The initial level, when you don't bother about mind, the body will not function. After some time, body will settle down. Even without bothering about the mind, body will just flow like a air, hollow bamboo. For that period only it took 9 months for me. I stopped bothering about mind. So body stopped working. Because for last 21 years my mind was trained, my body was trained to work with the mind. Suddenly when I stopped one mechanism, I did not bother about one mechanism. Body also stopped working. It lost. Then after 9 months, the body has learned a new technology of working without the mind. Then body started flowing to itself. That's what has happened in that 9 months. That's what I am trying to do in these 15 days for all of you. Swamiji, you are part of my being. Is that independent thought or connecting thought? As long as you think I am part of your being, I am not part of your being. Very clear. Be very clear. Your concept about me only is part of your being. If you are thinking, I am loving you, I am caring for you, I am hating you, or I am ignoring you, all these things are just purely your illusions. You will not see anybody in this chair. If you just see emptiness in this chair, you are seeing me. If you just see nothing, not even nothing, just nothing of nothing, then you are seeing me. Everything else is a pure illusion. How do we drop to the core beyond mind? Who is the questioner? Again you miss. There is no how. Just understand, whatever is going on is from your source.
Swami, it's very hard to relax. I chose to be here, and choosing is suffering. I'm choosing enlightenment and
be very calm, that is what is the suffering. Now, be very clear, you can't have enlightenment by your struggle. Let it be very clear, by your struggles. Be very clear, I cannot give you. If I can give you long before I would have started a shop. Long before I would have started a shop, I would have made a store. Here at the cheap rate, quickly enlightenment will be given. In other shops, they sell it for higher price, I will give cheap discount price. I would have started a shop. I can't give you, be very clear. Nobody can give you. Anybody who says they can give you, they are doing a holy business, that's all. Pure business. Choosing enlightenment is ultimate suffering. You are already enlightened, be very clear. You are already, your thoughts are just completely unconnected. What you think as enlightenment means no mind state. Already you can't have mind because every thought automatically leaves you. No thought can stay with you. Even if you wanted to hold them, see, you wanted to hold the thoughts of bliss. Are they staying with you? They just kick you. They run away from you. They are not staying with you. By your very nature, you are announcing thoughts. And if you try to stay with suffering for a long time, can you stay? No. Automatically you will come down, you settle down, you relax. They are also kicking you and running away from you. Whether pain or bliss, constantly you announce. You are just flowing this way and that way. When you understand that, suddenly you drop from this drama. Suddenly you understand, alright, this is what is happening, let it happen. If it's a pain, let it be pain. If it's a bliss, let it be bliss. Whatever is happening, let it happen. The mind is connecting and seeing, let it connect and see. If it doesn't connect and see, let it not connect and see. Over. Just be. Just be. It is not even meditation. I am not giving you one more technique. Just be. Nothing needs to be done. Next, long questions from a professional seeker. Manitya Anupama. How can I drop the idea and connecting thoughts when it is not in my control? Who asked you to drop the idea of connecting thoughts? Just connect thoughts, okay. If you are connecting thoughts, it's okay. If you are not connecting thoughts, it's okay. Over. Do not think you are connecting and connecting. Only think, oh, I am constantly connecting thoughts and see. That's the one more connection which creates problem for you. Sometimes you connect and see, sometimes you don't connect and see. Who is reacting? Who is creating thoughts? That you cannot know. Only you can experience. What are thoughts? Words, language. It is words, language, everything. When you say understand this, is it really up to me to understand or not? Yes, that is up to you. Both these ideas are also illusions like that, like all others. Yes, they are illusion, but because you are carrying the illusion that you have not understood, you can catch the illusion you have understood and both will drop by itself. The illusion that you understood will just leave you by itself. And if I do not exist in reality, then who is to understand? When you understand only, you will understand that you do not exist in reality. Till then, you will be thinking that you are existing. Only when you understand, you will understand you do not exist. What's the source? And if the source already knows this truth, where did the complication begin? There is no complication. The complications never begin. You are connecting and seeing the complication has begun. It's only beginning. There was no beginning. Just now understand. There is no complication. What is there? Nothing to be done. Earlier I used to connect and see. Now I know I am connecting and see. So I am not connecting and see. If I want sometime, if I want to connect and see, let me connect and see. Nothing wrong. If I don't want to connect and see, let me not connect and see. That's all. Over. Even you are connecting and seeing unconsciously because you want at that time. Otherwise, you won't connect and see. All you are connecting and seeing or unconnecting and seeing is because you want at that moment. This moment, if you want to connect and see, you connect and see. Next moment, if you don't want to connect and see, you forget about connecting and seeing. Again, at that suddenly you want to connect and see, you connect and see. Then you think, oh, I unconsciously started connecting and seeing. I started unconnecting and seeing. Nothing like that. This moment, because you want to connect and see, you connect and see. Next moment, because you don't want to connect and see, you don't connect and see. Every moment is happening because of your conscious decision. There is no unconsciousness in human beings. Be very clear. The idea that you have unconsciousness is a pure cheating. Earlier, the religious people used to cheat human beings, saying something is sin and something is merit. In modern day, the so-called spiritual gurus, they replace the sin place. Instead of sin, they say you are unconscious. Earlier, Christians used to tell you are sinners and put you in guilt. The modern day gurus, they start saying you are unconscious and put you in guilt. That's all. Both ideas are pure cheating and exploiting. Neither you are sinner nor you are unconscious. Every moment you are doing what you want to do. You have complete freedom to do. Understand? Just sit and close your eyes. Be characterless. Be personalityless. Your body to breathe, your heart to beat, your blood to flow. You don't need personality. Without your personality, your mind, your thoughts, blood can flow inside you. Your heart can beat. Your lungs will function. Breathing will happen. Let it happen. Just see how a cow breathes, how dog is lying, how in an animal the blood flow is happening, how a relaxing animal, when a cow is relaxing, how the whole thing is happening inside the cow, without a character, without a personality. Just see, same way it can happen in your body. There is no need for you to exist in your body for these things to happen. Just see how it is happening in your body. Let it happen. Your body is breathing, blood is flowing, your heart is beating, everything is happening. You are not there. You are not needed. The idea which you have about you is not needed. Your character is not needed. Your personality is not needed. Whatever idea you have about yourself, you are a male, you are a rich man, or poor man, or male, or female, you belong to this place and you are working here. No idea is necessary. Your body is functioning. Just drop your post. Your body is functioning. For your body to move, function. No need for your personality. See, just like an animal, your body is inhaling and exhaling by itself. Your heart is beating by itself. Blood is flowing automatically. Just you are not there, that's all.